Segment 1, Introduction. Hi everyone. Welcome back to our channel, where we talk about all things baby care and parenting. Today, we're tackling a question that every parent asks at some point. Is your baby crying because they're hungry? Crying is your baby's way of communicating, but figuring out what they need can be tricky. In this video, we'll help you decode your baby's hunger cues and share tips to keep them happy and fed. Let's get started. From recognizing hunger signs to establishing a feeding routine, we'll cover everything you need to know to understand your baby's cries. Whether you're a new parent or just looking for some extra guidance, this video is for you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with other moms who might find it helpful. Let's dive in. Segment 2, Understanding Baby's Hunger Cues. First, let's talk about hunger cues. Babies have subtle ways of telling you they're hungry before they start crying. Recognizing these signs can help you feed them before they get too fussy. Early hunger cues include rooting, turning their head toward your hand when you stroke their cheek, sucking on their hands, and making smacking sounds. If you notice these signs, it's a good time to offer a feed. If you miss these early cues, your baby might start fussing or crying. Crying is a late hunger cue, so try to respond to the earlier signs to keep your baby calm and content. Segment 3, How often should you feed your baby? Now that you know the hunger cues, let's talk about how often you should feed your baby. Every baby is different, but there are some general guidelines to follow. Newborns typically need to eat every 2 to 3 hours, which means 8 to 12 feedings in a 24-hour period. As your baby grows, they'll start to space out their feedings, but in the early weeks, it's important to feed on demand. Remember, your baby's stomach is tiny, so they need frequent, small meals. If your baby is crying and it's been a couple of hours since their last feed, hunger is likely the cause. Segment 4, Is it hunger or something else? Of course, crying doesn't always mean hunger. Babies cry for many reasons, so it's important to rule out other needs before assuming they're hungry. First, check their diaper. A wet or dirty diaper can make your baby uncomfortable. Next, try burping them. Gas can cause fussiness, especially after a feed. If they're tired, they might need a nap. And sometimes, babies just need to be held and comforted. If you've addressed these needs and your baby is still crying, it's time to offer a feed. Trust your instincts. You know your baby best. Segment 5, Tips for Soothing a Hungry Baby. If your baby is crying because they're hungry, here are some tips to soothe them and make feeding time easier. First, get into a comfortable position. Use a nursing pillow to support your baby and reduce strain on your arms. If you're bottle feeding, make sure the milk is at the right temperature, not too hot or too cold. Try to stay calm and relaxed. Your baby can sense your stress, so take a deep breath and focus on creating a peaceful feeding environment. Segment 6, What if your baby is still crying after feeding? What if you've fed your baby, but they're still crying? This can be frustrating, but there are a few things to consider. First, make sure your baby is properly burped. Trapped gas can cause discomfort even after a feed. If your baby is overfed, they might feel too full and fussy. And in some cases, reflux or an allergy could be the cause. If your baby is consistently crying after feeds, it's worth talking to your pediatrician. They can help rule out any underlying issues and provide guidance. Segment 7, Establishing a Feeding Routine. Establishing a feeding routine can help reduce crying and make your days more predictable. Here's how to create a schedule that works for you and your baby. As your baby grows, they'll start to space out their feedings. By 3 months, most babies feed every 3 to 4 hours. pay attention to your baby's hunger cues and adjust the schedule as needed. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with other moms who might find it helpful. Having a routine can also help you plan your day and make time for self-care. And remember, it's okay if things don't go perfectly. Flexibility is key. Segment 8. When to seek help. Signs of a problem. While crying is normal, excessive crying could be a sign of a problem. Here's when to seek help. If your baby isn't gaining weight, refuses to feed, or cries excessively after feeds, it's time to consult your pediatrician. These could be signs of an issue like reflux, a tongue tie, or an allergy. Don't hesitate to reach out for support. A lactation consultant or pediatrician can help you figure out what's going on and provide solutions. Segment 9. Conclusion and final thoughts. Crying is your baby's way of communicating, and hunger is one of the most common reasons. By recognizing hunger cues, establishing a routine, and seeking help when needed, you can keep your baby happy and well-fed. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with a fellow parent. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on baby care and parenting. You've got this, Mom. See you next time.